Good morning and welcome, Team Southside, where teamwork makes the dream work. Ms. Reynolds here.
And Miss D, and we have some super smart visitors today. We've got
Maylee Brim from Miss Adams' class.
Owen Rodman from Miss Jernan's class.
Addison Carr from Miss Tolliver's class.
And you're going to find out just why they are featured here in just a little bit. But first, let's go ahead and stand up and say the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, happy Thursday, you guys. We hope you've had an amazing week so far. And even with all the wild wind, it's still been a really good, nice, calm week. So keep that up. So we also have a new estimastory that we are doing this week. And Mr. Reynolds, what is our estimastory again?
That's exactly right. We're trying to determine the average number of house points given to our students each week.
Okay, and it's an average.
An average, that's right. So, already we have our houses are up to 1,400 points or something like that in that area. And so it's just if we took each week and we divide the number of weeks that we've been doing houses into that, you would see what the average is per week.
That's right. And speaking of our house points, a little side note, I noticed there was a 3-way tie today. So it is a really, really close race. So we're trying to figure out how many house points are given out during each week on average. And we've gotten some clues already so far.
First clue is that it does not include any digits greater than 6.
Okay.
So the answer does not include any digits greater than 6. We have a new clue today, and this is a term that may be familiar to a few of you, but probably most are going to have to pay attention to this term, okay?
Yes.
So this answer, our number of house points given in average per week, consists of 2 square numbers in it.
Oh, inside of this number.
Yes. So in the number, the number actually is only made up of 2 square numbers.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you got to figure out what the square numbers are. Now, what is a square number?
A square number is, for example, 4, so let's say 2 times 2. So if you think of an area model, or not an area, an array, which you have to put the dots. And let's say you do like this, and then if you fill it up, it turns into a square because it's 6 or 2 by 2 because it's 4, or 36 and it's 6 by 6.
Yeah, so if you take any number, any whole number, and you double it, the array that makes is a square.
And it's a perfect square, right?
Yeah, so I have drawn kind of an example up here, but I didn't fill it all in, of a 6 by 6. So if I filled in the extra dots in the middle there, see how it is made a square, a 6 by 6 array. So the number 36 is a square number because 6 times 6 is 36. So in our answer, it includes 2 square numbers.
Awesome. And I knew the term square number, but I never really knew why and what made it a square number. So I thought that explanation was really, really good. So you can see that those side lengths are equal, which makes it a square, which in turn makes it a square number. So think of those factors. And if you notice 6 times 6, it's a duplicate number, 6 and 6. And that's going to help you figure out some square numbers and hopefully lead you to the answer to our estimastory that we will reveal tomorrow. All right. Now, we know here at Southside, we have a portrait of a learner, and that fuels the learning in our building. And we want you to be all of those characteristics that are embodied in that portrait of a learner. And these students are a perfect example of how they are responsible contributors. So they were able to contribute their knowledge this past weekend at the district regional academic team competition. So it's bigger than district because now they were competing against all the schools in our region. So it kind of broadens that competition.
16 schools.
16 schools. And I'm going to let them talk about how they were responsible contributors and what happened this past weekend.
So
what place did you guys come in?
I came in at 3rd for written composition.
I came in 2nd for social studies.
I came in 4th in language arts and arts and humanities.
Which is incredible because think about it. I mean, 16 schools in our region, and those are high up there on the standings. That's amazing. And because of your contributions or because you are responsible contributors for your team, each placement that the entire team had gave points to their team. And so when you add up all of those points, that landed them overall in what place, you guys?
Third.
Third
So we were the third place team.
place.
Very nice. Excellent job. I do want to point out, though, that we had one other student who placed, but is not here for the announcements, Ben Free, placed 4th in science. So I'm gonna
Impressive.
give a shout out to him as well.
Yes. So that is wonderful. You guys, we are so proud. I mean, you represented us so well at districts. And now look at you coming home with hardware for the regional competition. We are super proud of you guys for being responsible contributors and showing everyone how smart you are.
All right. Coming up on Friday,
Yes.
we have our Sunrise Readers, and we're going to be hitting the books Friday morning. Not literally, but figuratively hitting
Right.
the books, right? We won't be tossing or hitting any books while we're there.
That's correct.
But if you come out on Friday morning, we are actually going to have some baseball players from the Woodford County High School baseball team here in their
Nice.
uniforms, and they'll be here greeting you. And then if you participate, you can get a bookmark from the Lexington Legend. It's about a Hit the Books program that they have in place for those who read and can win some free tickets.
Hey, I always
So it'll
like
be
free
lots
tickets.
of fun if you come out
Yes.
on Friday morning at 7 a.m. for Sunrise Readers.
Yes. And speaking of books, Mr. Reynolds, what do you have?
Well, I have this book. It's called A Creepy Pair of Underwear. What a fun
That
name.
is an interesting book.
And Miss Candy actually got this book because she had the opportunity on Monday to meet with the author of Creepy Pair of Underwear, who is Aaron Reynolds. I love that last name.
Hey. No relation
No.
that you know of.
And so she got a signed copy of this book
Wow.
for us for here at Southside. So really cool that we have a creepy pair of underwear signed to
And it-
Southside from Aaron
It even
Reynolds.
says 2 Southside kids.
It does.
How cool. And it totally, I do believe that is a signed, not only signed autograph, but picture of underwear as well.
Well, how
Wow.
about that? That's
How
fantastic.
special. I love it. Well, that just shows how reading is so important. You can read funny books. There's creepy books. That one maybe is a little bit humorous and creepy. I don't really know. We'll have to read it to find out. But speaking of reading, you guys need to keep reading because the reading challenge is continuing. And actually, you know, unless you're Altruismo, you can feel free to stop reading because Altruismo is in first place and we can just stay in Altruismo first place. So unless you're Altruismo, if you don't want to keep doing the reading
No,
challenge,
Miss
you
Dee,
don't
that's not
have
okay.
to.
That's not
Okay,
okay.
fine.
Because each individual grade level has a house winner as well. So even though Altruismo is winning for the entire school, each grade level will have a winner. And I believe when I saw it, all 4 houses are represented in at least one grade level right now as being the
Really?
leaders.
Okay.
So you need to make sure you're reading to make sure your house can be the one that wins the prize, because the Friday before spring break, we're having a party for those in your grade level that win.
All right, you guys. Well, we love to see you be
Safe, respectful, and responsible.
and
It's always a great day to be a Southside Stallion.
bye, y'all.